New to Call of Duty, of course. Let's get into the game. Evac hardpoint, though. Ban and Protect's on the way. We're going to have to quickly catch up here. Vesper, M8, Man of War, and Hex R2 with all the weapons which have been restricted. HCXD and Rapid Fire also taken away as Swanny takes down the Purifier.
Very, very strong specialist or weapon to be bringing into that one. The final ban will be High Caliber. Just saving that one till last. It was Shane then who took that one away. And of course, we'll be talking about the rosters in just a second. But first, we have to highlight it's Millenium versus TCM. And it's going to be a real battle to see just how good TCM can be. We've seen good signs of them up against Splice yesterday. Now we get to see what they can do up against Millenium. Desperate to kind of try and find a taste of revenge after conceding that loss to Vitality yesterday.
Interestingly enough, I was going to say something. I was like, oh, Machine, you know, let me speak. I'm going to make an awesome prediction saying Tommy's going to use the Annihilator here. I'm going to be so clever. I'm so glad you didn't, because Tommy's chose Kinetic Armor. He's obviously gone away from his gameplay yesterday and thought, you know, I need to use maybe an ability here on the hard point. Interestingly enough, he's gone for Kinetic Armor, rivaling Bran. But I'm going to go through the Millenium God Squad that is Jurd, Madcat, Tommey, and Swanny. If you have watched Call of Duty for a week, for a day, even that, you will know these guys, because these are the best of the best, as what they are called God Squad 4, but currently 0-1 in the league. Can they pull out their first victory against TCM?
Yeah, and of course, you talk of TCM, these new blood. Bran on Kinetic Armor, Zerg rocking the Scythe, Niall is coming in with a Tempest. We saw great stuff from both Niall and Bran, were the names that stood out to us yesterday. And of course, Shane rounding that out, the mother hen, the kind of the most experienced man on the roster, and he's going to be picking up Heatwave. He was the new addition. The storyline, if you guys missed it yesterday surrounding TCM, was a group of 4 players, 4 individuals that were lesser known. They can manage to get themselves, secure that spot in the Call of Duty World League, and then drama arise as they decided that they would not find enough success with their current 4, dropped a man and picked up Shane.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to go out, isn't it?
It's, I mean, I
like to sit on the fence, but I feel for the guy.
Yeah.
But bringing in Shane. Shane, I would say, out of the whole Call of Duty scene in esports, he's probably in the top 3 for experience. I mean, he's not in in Millenium, he's not in the God Squad, but he's more experienced than Jurd, he's more experienced than Madcat. Him, Tommey, and Swanny, they've probably been around the longest. You know, they've fought through many, many titles. You know, if a new Call of Duty came out and it was played completely different, I know that they would still be amazing because of their raw talent. However, as the guys will be changing their score streaks, obviously important for hardpoint, we may see those lightning strikes again, hellstorms. Will Tommey pull out the wraps again? That's the important one.
Surely that was an occurrence we will not be seeing week by, or day by day, week by week.
Tommey is a player which is so confident in his own ability, and he's always been one to kind of, you know, almost put a challenge up for himself. And it will not surprise me if he has what are they called? Wraps. If he has wraps, if he has race, you know, it won't surprise me at all. But Evac Hardpoint is the game that you will be watching soon enough. 250 points, as I said briefly before, 5 minutes on the clock, respawn disabled. Non-stop action for you here. What are we going to say? Is Millenium versus TCM, 2 names that are unknown, that are very known in the Call of Duty scene for sure. But the battle of David and Goliath, Millenium surely favourites to take this one, as I hop on board with none other than King Jurd, VMP, and I'm just going to quickly 3 SMGs. And of course, Swanny with that HVK. Jurd has that in his hand.
All right, then we're going to kick off then with King Jurd. Let's see if he can live up to that royal reputation, as he's going to go for that swift rush straight on through to middle with that 40 bullet clip. Not going to be finding anything just yet. There's 3 players to hunt down. He's just doing damage to picking up the assist. No frags for him. Instead, it's Zerg who pockets himself 2, and actually he's still on the warpath. That's going to be 3. Finally, Swanny puts a bullet into his head, but that's short-lived, as it looks like TCM have seized very solid early control. It's going to be a case of just trying to keep this one as clean and clear as they possibly can. Charging in now is Zerg as he finds another. This is a lot of quick frags for Zerg as he does go down, but he's spent a whole lot of time alongside Shane on that hard point.
Yeah, Shane 2-0. He's kind of branching out a little bit here, which is unknown and not really seen in hard point. However, Jurd's coming in. Shane's going to make it 3-0. He's on the hard point, makes it 4, and Shane is hotting up against ex-teammate. Can he make it 5? Yes, he can. Shane is on a tear. See if he can extend this anymore.
This is scary now. He's in very dangerous territory to pick up the lightning strike as well. He's going on the roam as well. He's trying to rotate around. He knows just 10 seconds left. He knows that they're going to start to try and dig their heels into that second second rotation will be in that kind of kitchen area, pushing through then, trying to cast his eyes towards it. Bran is going to be breaking the hill as well, looking for that, does get it, that's going to be Heatwave available, 50 points, there they are. It's going to be the picking up just onto the hard point is enough points for him. He's still going though, 6 for 0, that's 7. He's got it all, that's the Cerberus, and finally goes down, but the damage, my friend, is done.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, Shane knows these players like the back of his hand. He's 7-1. He's got all streaks available, and Millenium finding themselves in a spot of trouble here. Jurd answering back with a double kill himself, but Shane is lighting up the stage here on 8-2. Let's see what his teammates Niall's doing on 4-3.
What's the perfect use for that Cerberus? When is he going to bring that out to play?
100% it needs to be on the... I mean, it could be on any. If it's inside, if you can drop it and it goes in, great stuff. But for me, as it comes in from the air, much like a care package, it's got to be on this next one.
Yeah, on that kind of green
third
room.
one, which he's doing exactly now. Luckily, Shane makes me look like a genius. I'm fantastic. Awesome.
Let's see what he can do with it, though. He's going to go down with the Cerberus, can still fight on for him. Jurd is going to be trying to keep this one under his control. 5 seconds, of course, before that rotation. It feels like a very early rotation from both members. TCM picking up those last few scrappy points as the scores before we do go into that third rotation. 51-42, of course, battling for that 250. As we'll see how this one does transpire.
Yeah, I want to see what they're doing here, because Tommey opting to stay inside, not looking to challenge. And I just see Millenium are miles away from the hard point. There's 45 seconds left. And TCM, let's hop on board with someone from them, because they're racking up the points here and going even for the Madcat, trying to break it. Niall goes down. Bran answers with the trade, though. Lightning strike comes in. I think that was Shane's. It must have been. Didn't pick up any kills, as we see now. Gunfights go down, and Tommey takes that one. Shane, the 12-4.
Yeah, he's just going to find another one. Tommey gets a fist to the jaw as he finds that one, and he's going to be dislocating both jaw and their attack. As you can see, that this is going to be the Cerberus just going away, pumping out. It's like Robot Wars. It's on its way back, guys. We'll see if Craig Charles makes an appearance later.
Robot Wars is back, however, I've got to say, Cerberus, it was used at a great time. The rockets were going out. You could see it in action there. One thing that I would say is you can always control that Cerberus, and Shane's opted not to do that, because him running around with his gun as well as the robot doing his thing as well.
Not again.
He's 2 better than 1. Shane, he likes to melee, and he's going to make 1 kill. Jurd gets taken down. Can Millenium get back into this? I
mean, this is great from TCM. So far about to hit the 100, and we're going to be seeing the Hellstorm connect as well. Actually just landing towards that player. Not close enough. He needs to check his corners, though. He's going to come into contact with one. Madcat caught with his trousers once again around his ankles. 39 seconds, and this is going to be Shane surely not finding a 17th. He is absolutely on a slaying spree. He could find 20 before anyone else finds 10 at this point.
Yeah, Madcat had the Tempest there. He's getting taken down because Niall has already got a double kill. He's pushing out and making a third. Can he make a fourth? No, he doesn't, but he's got that lightning strike available. And we're going to see in a couple of seconds the rotation come in for the first time. And the second rotation of Hills, though, at the moment, 118-55. TCM looking hot.
So refreshing to see TCM, this roster, this new blood to the Call of Duty scene already. You know, bringing it to the big old dogs, the old guard of Call of Duty Millennium. Let's see if that storyline can become more of a fairy tale. We'll find out as this one does continue. 120 then as it does go back towards middle. We've done the full rotation now into what we call the second rotation of the hard points. We're going to be seeing how this one works out. As 50 seconds, and that's going to be Tommey finds some. Jurd is not going to be able to find it, as Bran's nade and SMG frag with the Cuda is enough to bring home the bacon.
Now, if anyone's going to make the comeback, it would be Millenium. Madcat throwing the Semtex out. Not the cleverest of things, because as he takes damage himself, does pick up the kill. Going to make me look silly here, as he's probably going to go on an absolute tear. Swanny, as he's backing his teammate up there, it's good to see Millenium fighting in. They've not lost composure at all. They're getting a few points on the scoreboard themselves. Tommey, though, has that. He's just in those stairs. He's ready to rotate. I love that about Tommey, always thinking ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very early rotation if they do consider it. 20 seconds, and it's so damn close. This is something we've been seeing quite a lot, quite a common trend, is even though the hard points are so close together here on evac, it doesn't stop them really kind of digging their heels into kitchen. You can see Madcat's already there. He's just, I mean, can you imagine him? He's camping by the tent, believe it or not, if he did stop moving, but he isn't. And we are going to be seeing him prepare himself to hold the line.
Yeah, as the rotation comes in, Millenium have this locked down. I've got to say, Swanny shutting down Bran on that wall run, and we're going to see all 3 members actually really good from Millenium. Swanny's going to get taken down, though. They spotted the actual rotation. Look where Swanny has spawned. Absolutely miles away. In fact, let's see what Swanny gets with this Hellstorm. Picks up 1. Now I'll get on board with someone a bit closer. Shane and Bran combining. Let's see what Shane's doing. Is he his 24 kills machine? Oh. He's going off right now as he gets taken down. Putting many, many kills on the board for his team.
He was close to his streaks there as well. He just got shut down before that lightning strike came in. Madcat again with the Pharaoh. It seems to just be one, though. Millenium cannot find to string anything together. It's just one after another, traded out. Tommey seems to be the only one kind of the exception to the rule. As you can see, Niall does teach them a lesson. Pockets to double. 15 points left for TCM. They're going to be trying to rack this one up, try and get as close as they can to that 150 mark. Of course, putting them just 100 points away from the victory. It is both points and time you can win hardpoint via. Not necessarily that 250 before the game does end. Now Shane is going to be just finding the 1 before going down to Jurd. And this is going to be a battle. Now, this is where you can really see Millenium, whether either they're going to keep this close or TCM can run away. Yeah, for me, Millenium needs to lock this one down because the second it goes obviously to that water side, that's where TCM excelled last time. We need to see Millenium unlock the beast. And now, talking to the beast, it is Madcat. He's picked out the Tempest, firing loosely this... very, very quickly. Doesn't manage to hit anyone. Pretty shocking from Madcat, to say the least there. That felt like a panic. That just felt like a kind of mad panic. Like he was expecting 1, maybe 2, 3 people just slid into his crosshair and he was not ready for that. Now Swanny has been raining down terror. Hellstorm, Lightning Strike. He doesn't care. He's still bringing the pain. And now we are going to be seeing Millenium start to equalize. Still 20 seconds left on the hill and we are going to be seeing them closing that gap to about 15 or so points.
Yeah, and the rotation's got to come in swiftly here. But as I say many, many times, when you're on the losing side or you're currently losing, it's obviously harder to kind of give up those spare scrap points because you've got to rack every single one up, and you can see Millenium are going to draw things here, even going into this water side, and Swanny has got the scythe out. What is he going to do with it as TCM gain control?
This is going to be nice if he can just find a couple of frags, string them together. That's 1. He's expecting some help from his teammates, and they are already there. He is, however, going to be holding that backline. Coming around behind, he's going on the kind of CQB right up in their face, right up in their grill. Costs him his life, as we did see Shane get a crucial frag to remove that scythe from the map. Alrighty, looks like Millenium are going to be digging their heels in. They've got 3 players already all over the hill, and quite a long rotation from TCM. They're a little kind of scattered at this point.
Yeah, Tommey, though, locking things down here above the stairs. Just pushed out the hardpoint. The thing that I like about Millenium is usually they leave 1 in and the rest push out. Tommy's not going to find anyone just yet, so let's see if Jurd can do anything. Heatwave comes in. Bran gets shut down. Jurd actually picks up Shane and Niall in what was pretty much a collateral there with his VMP, really solidifying that hardpoint for the boys on Millenium. Just extending their lead now. Trying to make it a 20-point game. It is a 20-point game. Niall, though, trying to say no and trying to answer back to Jurd because Jurd is on fire. Let's see what he's doing so right. 22 and 21, though.
You can see Jurd's going to have a little bit of a problem with the RK5 of Zerg then, as we are going to be seeing just a contestation for just a second on the point, as they are both just kind of flooding in on either side. There's so many different access points in towards this hard point that it can be difficult to hold it all, and Jurd seems to be having no problem at this point. Tommy's helping him out as well. Millenium are just seizing control of this game now. They have managed to kind of take control of this lead. We said it came down to that hazard hard point, and now they have taken the lead and taken it firmly.
Yeah. If there's anyone that keeps composure, it is these guys. They're the veterans of the scene, and they're looking to close it out. I mean, Shane, he started off so hot with that Cerberus. He's got 31 kills, more than anyone actually in the game. I mean, he had a little bit of difficulty on the respawn.
Wow.
But definitely one to be watched for. And I've got to say, TCM have really stood out for me in this game. I thought it would be a lot more convincing from Millenium, and it definitely isn't over yet. Can TCM come back here?
This is it. This is the most telling one. This quite literally is the final test for TCM. It could very well be curtains, but Niall doesn't seem to want to go down without a fight. Big frag. The last few scrap points are going to be going through, and now it comes down to this one. Spawning in that kitchen. We do see the heat wave come in, I believe, and now we're going to be seeing Jurd again. No surprise. He always seems to have his name present in that kill feed, sitting now on 28 frags for him. Tommey alongside him with 29. Always the one better for him, and this is going to be potentially it. 5 seconds. This contest is important. TCM, they need control, and they cannot let it go. Just 2 players remain. Zerg and Bran. The spawns will come back in. Shane and Niall need to control it, but it's not going to happen. And one last fire of the Tempest from Madcat secures it. 250 to 173, and Millenium starts strong.
Yeah, for me, Madcat heated up, did everything he needed to do, and he answered back to Shane there, both hitting 33 kills at the end. Shane was the man of the moment for the first set of rotation, got those score streaks, but Millenium, they stayed calm. And looking across the scoreboard, you know, everyone's pretty much on a level playing field. The only number out of everything that stands out for me there is Jurd in that 2 minutes 17.
Still, there's that whole kind of always the bridesmaid, never the bride. We'll see. It's time, though, for the ban and protect. Swanny picking up that Vesper and getting it straight out of dodge. And in quick response, instead of that red M8, you're seeing a greenie.
Shane, of all people, should know how deadly Millenium are going to be with that M8. However, TCM, they can be just as deadly. We've seen it already. Maybe now Bran and Zerg are M8 players. We've not seen too much of them, but Shane definitely that objective player. Jurd taking out Overkill, so you won't see those combos between the snipers and assault rifle or submachine gun. Talking to Niall, he's going to take away Overdrive. Those fast plays will be stopped. And high caliber from Madcat.
Well, with that ban of Overdrive, I guess you could say it was a denial of Overdrive.
Oh, yes. I like it. Very, very good. It was did not. Yeah, I see what he did. So clever.
Rapid fire taken away as well. We'll be seeing these two, higher caliber and rapid fire, far too often. It's going to be in that ban and protect. You're going to be seeing those same kind of four, your Vesper, your M8, your high caliber, and your rapid fire. Heatwave actually quite common as well to be seeing that ban and protect taken away in search and destroy. Too easy, too quick to regen, and too good at clearing those rooms. Active camo as well from Tommey as he removes that from the fray.
Yeah, so active camo, overdrive, and heatwave all taken away. So those are three which probably would have featured in 4 of the slots. So now we're going to see maybe a little bit different coming in. We're going to see that Psychosis from Swanny, not the Scythe. You know, usually opts for the Scythe, actually, but Search and Destroy, different game mode. Maybe he's looking to change things up. Shane, the Bamboozler, can bamboozle people even more with that glitch in his back pocket.
I mean, Scythe actually, now I'm thinking about it, probably isn't as potent in that kind of game type, just because Search and Destroy, like what? You might find 2 kills before you get shut down. You can't have that kind of crazy slaying power that you would on like a kind of respawn game type. Instead, Psychosis, what that provides is more of a utility. It enables you to breach, it enables you to kind of play defensively and kind of survive longer as well. In the same vein, we do see Kinetic Armor being picked up by both Bran and Madcat, which gives you again that survivability. Hey, talking about survivability, you got Glitch, another one where you can literally hit that button, it's a panic button, and in Search and Destroy, survivability is everything. That is why these specialists are being picked.
That's an interesting one from Zerg Annihilator. Obviously expected from Tommey, that's all he ever uses.
Yep.
But Zerg, maybe he fancies chances against Tommey. Maybe he can show him a few tricks or two as a new, young, up-and-coming player. But as the guys create those classes, let's recap those rosters for you. On my side, I'm just looking at the TV here.
On my
TCM. Obviously, we're not biased here on the COD World League desk, but TCM, Shane, Niall, Bran, and Zerg, the underdogs. Shane, very much kind of almost the father figure of these 3 young guns, talented players. Can they do the impossible? Can they beat the God Squad?
And on the other side of things then for Millenium, we have Swanny on Psychosis. Still sticking with Reaper, this time changing up from Scythe to Psychosis. Jurd on Glitch. Madcat with Kinetic Armor needs to stay alive to keep that mad fragging for the Madcat. And then Tommey, of course, on Annihilator to wrap it all up, and no surprises really. I think it's going to be a while. It's going to be a few weeks in before we see Tommey pick something other than the Annihilator. Yeah,
I think it's a fan favorite for him. It's a fan favorite to see, should I say. But when Tommey, pulls the Annihilator out, it's just like, what can he do? What is he going to do to the opposing team? It is just like, it's just an annihilation, really, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed it is. Oh, all right.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the effort. That was nice.
You've got to put effort into these marriages, haven't you?
You absolutely do. 10 seconds going into this one. I think we're upsetting people in the studio with our awful cheesy jokes, but we are going to be jumping into this one very, very soon. TCM still yet to pick up the win here. They haven't picked up a W yet in the Call of Duty World League, and we're going to be seeing if they can at least just make it interesting, take us into a 4th map potentially. Maybe even a 5th. We'll be finding out very shortly. It is time for score streaks, of course. A very different landscape when it comes to score streaks in Search and Destroy. A lot less points being accumulated, and we're not going to be seeing anything too outlandish.
Yeah, of course. So you're going to see probably the HCXD, maybe see a dart, and if someone goes crazy, you could see a Hellstorm on the line. And talking of crazy and score streaks, none other than Tommey only got wraps yesterday, but didn't solidify the win for him. Can he do it today and obviously take the victory over TCM? I
always consider score streaks really influential on this one, though, as well. You'll see people like spending time saving if they're not feeling they can win a clutch just to get that opportunity to pick up both a HCXD or, I mean, if you talk about Lightning Strike, I mean, knowing where your opponent is so valuable in Search and Destroy. Being able to see that mini-map and to see what to expect, that really is something that is kind of unrivaled, and you will see it rarely, but still an incredible thing to consider.
Yeah, of course. Search and Destroy. Those 6 rounds, first to 6 will win, potential of 11 rounds in total. Plant time 5, defuse time 7.5. Now let's go on board with someone on the attacking team. Machine, who do you want to jump on board with? I'm going to ask the question.
Oh, okay, on the attacking side of things, we're going to be seeing the... I'm going to go with Jurd. You start with Jurd before, let's start with him because especially he's rocking that thermal. See if he can find something. Didn't quite catch a glimpse of one just there. There was 2 trying to find him, but as soon as they hear that sniper, they are out of there. That SVG... so good at finding those one shots, but no cigar for him. And instead, we're going to go rotate off because already blood has been drawn. Tommey's gone. And we're going to have to see what they do in response to that. You can see how TCM have just retracted. Look at that yellow on the minimap. As soon as they pick up that one frag, 3 of them back off, and just 1 man is going on a bit of a spree. Look at that. Who is at the front of that one?
Yeah, let's have a look. It's probably Shane. No, it's Shane.
It was, yeah.
He likes to try something indifferent. I'm going to pop that away, though. Focus on Jurd and what he's doing. In fact, is that Swanny at the back? It will be probably Swan. No, it's Madcat. He looks like he's just locking down this left-hand side, making sure Shane can't get out of that building. But there is a push coming down from Swanny. Swanny being the aggressive one, taking down ex-teammate Shane, though, leveling things up here, 3 apiece. Going into the last 30 seconds of the round, this is where things hot up.
Yeah, this is exactly it. It's the calm before the storm, and here comes the storm. As it's going to be, Swanny goes down first. Bran, nice angle held by him. We're going to be seeing Jurd struggle to try and get the bomb down, though. 20 seconds left. He needs to either connect that bullet or get the bomb down. And pushing that bomb is going to be difficult. Concussions are coming in. The MR6 isn't going to quite connect. That should be Jurd down. It is. All onto Madcat. He's not long for this world either. And TCM start with a bang. Solid defensive round.
Beautiful play there from Bran, and whoever it was at back, we didn't see him, but you saw Jurd just kind of like, even just connect eyes with someone else, and the stun came in and Bran just ran round, and it was a free kill. Jurd was unable to turn, and it was just purely bait and switch from the opposing team. Really well played from TCM, starting strong like they did in the hard point, but will they be able to finish it out? Let's jump on board with one of those guys with 2 kills to name. Niall and Bran, I've said it again, these guys are one to watch in this league.
Yeah, you're a broken record, man. Too biased for the TCM boys. Niall and Bran, though, definitely have already been standing out, not just in this Search and Destroy, but previously, both yesterday and in that hard point we've already played. Shane with a VMP as well. You said he was quite aggressive. He likes to push up on the defense. Now we'll see if he can do the same kind of thing, replicate that on attack. This is a scary wall, and you'll rarely see people attempt that because it is so commonly held and so difficult to do so stealthily. The most common way to access the chalet is, of course, through middle. We've seen a lot of players kind of favour that. Want to say that, though? So far, it's going to be Bran who's taken this complete opportunity of that one. You can see just how freely he is moving about here.
Yeah, luckily.
System. Hello.
Yeah. And that's shut down by Bran. Luckily for us, we see the X-ray vision. Oh, wow, Bran. It felt like he could see it, but I want to point out that X-ray vision is only for our and your guys at home benefits, so we can see exactly where they are. Shane and Jurd combined now 2v3, again in favor of TCM, but the bomb's going down. Let's see if teammate Niall can protect Bran.
I think he should be able to, but no, his vision was obscured, and now Madcat's frag has gone and tried to make a little bit of it. Meal out of this one, 2v2, and looking to change that was Bran. He's gone, and Madcat has completely turned this round on its head. It comes to Zerg, and he is in a pretty sticky situation. I think he has an opportunity to stop that defuse, I would expect. Are they defusing now? No, they're neither on the site. 25 seconds, and hang on a second. If he plays this right, we could be seeing Jurd go on the hunt. If he feeds his frag a little too early, we could see a problem encountered. Where is Zerg? I think he can hear him. He's working this one out, and he's escaped. Completely unnoticed, and now it's just come to the defuse. They're going on a hunt, and they failed. Zerg very well could pick up this round. We could see TCM pick up 2-0. They need to be defusing now. They are. This is the one shot he needs to hit. He gets it. It's beautiful stuff from Zerg. He escapes as well, celebrating with some MR6 rounds into the air, and that's going to be a second round for TCM.
Yeah, Jurd trying to take him off the score streaks. Actually, he does so. I mean, that's one little thing that Jurd managed to get from the game. But for me, the way Zerg, he was kind of hovering around this area on your screen, but he backed off just at the right time when Jurd rotated around. Jurd will have called out, look, he's not at the hut. He's not there, trust me. He's hopped on the bomb, thinking he's maybe in his own spawn. He's rotated, but Zerg snuck back in, and he made the one kill, the one shot that he needed to. And if he missed that, that could have been trouble for him.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen examples of it on this map already in previous matchups, just how important that holding that angle from the hut is. If you can play the hut well, you can plant on B and keep it safe from a distance. If you can't, it's a different story. Now Tommey and Jurd trying to battle for mid control. Looks like they're getting the hell out of dodge back towards their kind of long area. Exchange actually does favour Zerg again. This time he's taken down Swanny. He's using that SVG incredibly well. 2 frags actually have been incredibly influential. Both that first one. Now we'll see if this one can bring the round home for TCM as well. Millenium, you said, you know, they're expecting big stuff from the Search and Destroy. So far, they'd have to overcome a 3 versus 2 to put the first round on the board. Yeah,
watching TCM in action here at the moment is they started off so strong in the hard point, didn't manage to finalize things, but they're looking really good at Search and Destroy. I mean, they're shutting down Millenium with pretty much ease. They're basically trading, but every single time it's either a 4v3 or a 3v2. Madcat tries to even things up, does take damage, but teammate Tommey may be able to level things up as he does see one of them maybe running away. 30 seconds left on the clock. This is where, like you said, it's the calm before the storm, and here he goes. This M8.
See what she can do with that kind of close quarters assault rifle. 20 seconds and they are on the attack, of course. This means that Millenium need to be getting that bomb down and getting it down soon. Trying to cover it for his teammates, but Niall's going to get that frag. Does that start the push? No, he's not going to do it. He knows 13 seconds, perhaps could go on the hunt instead. They're going to let Madcat get that one down, and now Madcat goes into the prowl. He's on the hunt. He's looking for more. 2 players coming from the same direction. He knows it's surely not going to happen. No, not not the easiest scenario for him to be overcoming. It was the MR6, actually, just the pistol, all Bran needed, and they're going to take their time before they pick up the defuse. Yeah,
they're on the hunt for trophy systems, I think. But no, Zerg is going to get on that defuse now. He's 300 away from his score streaks. I was just about to say, why is Bran not defusing it? Because with this defuse now, he's going to unlock the dart.
I think he made that call, like, guys, they need those 100 points. Give me the hundo, and that's going to be kinetic armor.
Oh, he's actually... no. Did he unlock the dart there? I thought he was 100. He got the defuse. We'll soon see as we will go on board with him next. Maybe the only other option that I can think away is he got the HCXD, and has he got another HCXD kind of as he overlapped it because he's not used it? Potentially, but we will know soon enough. TCM though, 3-0. Search and Destroy looking good.
Yeah, of course, first to 6. Once Millenium get off the starting marks, we could have a game on our hands. But right now, it just looks so good for TCM. And one of the kind of main individuals we're watching right now, it is going to be Bran. He has himself the H6D, he has himself kinetic armor. This could be a round to remember for him. As he's kind of expecting some sort of early aggression from Millenium. No cigar, though. Look at those guys. Dug in, 3 members chilling out by the fire in Chalet. Yeah,
Madcat's obviously sat back on that, what's the word?
Truck?
No, it's the thing behind the truck. It's like a statue. We'll call it a statue.
There you go. It's like a statue kind of thing.
I'm just going to keep, in fact, I'm going to put it away as we see the HCXD car. Oh, there we go, getting my fingers in a twist here. But Bran just venturing out, and he's actually realised how far back and how defensive the boys from Millenium are playing. Zerg's going to pick up a first kill. That's got to be a sniper. Let me just see if it was. Yes, it is, and it's on the rotate here. Zerg making a great play. Swanny answering back, and Zerg could find himself in a spot of trouble here. Only with the pistols. Jurd answering back as well. Oh, he's not seen him. Zerg takes down Jurd 2v2.
Great angle held there from that kind of sniper player. He's got himself a VMP as well. Now he can try and really continue to enhance this lead. The bomb still hasn't gone down. You have to remember that now as we wait and see if that bomb can go down. Bran's going to come into contact with one. No, Swanny shuts him down with the M8, and so just 10 seconds left for Zerg to do it all. It certainly doesn't look likely. They just need to play the game of survival at this point. 1, now potentially a second as well. He's just around the corner. 3 seconds. The bomb is out of touch, and it does look like we're going to see the game of survival won by Swanny. Millenium with their first round.
Yeah, Millenium, though, they did win the round by the skin of the teeth there. Swanny just diving away, securing that for his team, but Swanny on the kill cam making this very important kill. I'm not sure who it was sliding in with that MR6, but he felt the wrath of Swanny. And Swanny actually evaded that player as well. Really, really well played as Millenium get their first point on the board.
Now, we turn our attention to TCM and wonder, when will we see 4? And what can they do to do so? But very much so, it has been kind of still orientating themselves towards the A site, actually. You know, we were suggesting that it has been the kind of more of a fast plant B and hold from hut, but no, they've got a very kind of mixed strategy book, it seems, for search and destroy stronghold.
Yep, Tommey trying to get those long sights onto B. Not a kill to his name, very unfamiliar to see from Tommey. He's used the top fragger. Jurd, though, he's got a few kills behind him. Going to be exchanged. Niall, obviously up top. Jurd again exchanged. I've got to jump on board with Jurd because he's got 2 kills to his name. Potential ace on the board here. But finally, we see Millenium in the numerical advantage, 3v2.
Yeah, and this is big stuff from Jurd. He's got glitch available as well. Could we see the glitch ace potentially? The last 2 there are around that kind of statue backyard area. Going to be seeing just how much further Jurd wants to push this one. Straight away, just glides straight into the bomb. He's not really too worried about checking his corners. He's almost guaranteeing that the opponent team are going to be way back, retracted, not interested in this passive hold. What was that from Bran? Just walks in straight into his crosshairs, and the bomb does go down as well.
What was that from Bran? Big mistake when Jurd sat in the corner, pre-aim in the way. But Zerg, can he pull off the 1 versus 3? Has seen one, has the MR6 in hand. Glitched is used, and that surely is just to solidify the round. Zerg's going to be able to... no, he's not. Jurd finishes it off to 3-2 to TCM. Millenium, though, the thing that kind of baffled me and confused me a little bit was I was like, why has that been used? But really...
That's the second time that you've kind of seen a glitch that you're like, questionable.
I just think in a 1v1 or a 1v2, maybe yes. But when Jurd sat there, he's got 2 teammates defending the bomb. He only has to kill 1. He could have had that gunfight. If he lost... You know,
yeah, I mean, nothing lost, right?
Maybe it's what you talk about, high risk, high reward and things like that. Maybe he just wanted to solidify the round win for his team, and especially when you're 3-1 down, I can understand that.
And when you're against a player like Zerg, who has been really delivering with that SVG, it's been great to see. Now, though, a bit of a change of plan for Bran, now going onto the Cuda, seeing what he can do with that one.
Oh, using Engineer, he can see that trophy system. Interesting pick there from Bran. Just going to pop the perks up available. He's using the Cuda, EMP, Flak Jacket, Fast Hands, Blast Suppressor, an Engineer. Interesting one. He can even see the HC car through walls. Pop that away for you so you can see as much as possible. Something we've not seen before.
Maybe he crunched the numbers and knew the H60 was on the way and he could see it coming. Maybe, just maybe, he's like Rain Man and he's worked that out.
I like it, I like it. Interesting play, nevertheless, from Bran. And as we see now, pick up one, another youngster. Kinetic Arm has been used, he's running in, he's taking damage. Is he going to pick up a kill as Swanny's taken down? Shane answers back, Jurd also with a kill himself. 2v3.
This is a really important exchange. He needs to come out on top, but no, you better believe, Jurd. The experience does prevail, and now he gets a second as well. This guy is a bit of a monster. 20 seconds and counting it all onto Zerg for TCM. The weight most definitely is weighing heavy on his shoulders, and he knows that time becoming a bit of a problem. The bomb needs to go down. Jurd, all eyes on you. You need to get that bomb down, otherwise it's a game of survival. What's that? Zerg has just been spotted, and don't think he's going to reveal it. Because now we're going to be seeing them playing around that bomb. Need to be seeing that bomb go down, but Jurd's just going to play the survival. Zerg's on the hunt, and it's going to be all too easy.
Oh my goodness. I thought Jurd really kind of fluffed it there, and Zerg could have clutched up. Jurd is on an absolute terror at the moment, 12-3, but watch this. He almost thought, I've killed him. He went to reload, cancelled the reload and finished him off. That could have been really, really bad news for Millenium, but luckily Jurd kept composure at the very end there and secured 3 rounds. The 3rd round back-to-back now for Millenium.
Indeed, I see a lightning strike ready as well. Who's that? Who's got that?
That was Jurd. Okay. With that last kill, he unlocks it. Looks like he's taking a deep breath himself now to change class.
I mean, this is going to be spelling trouble as well now for TCM, as what was a 3-0 lead is now turned quite quickly into a 3-3. Millenium equalizing, and now we have to see just how far the rabbit hole goes. Jurd going to be that man responsible for peeking towards lap. Nothing going to come of it early. Instead, we see these TCM boys just kind of play it. I was going to say play it slow, but every single time, Zerg seems to be able to find someone on that defensive side. Yeah,
Tommy's managed to break into here the bunker, evening things up 3-3, and he knows surely this is going to be empty now. Will Millenium go for this rotation? Who is this player? It's got to be Shane, surely. Where is he? What's he doing? Crazy things pushing out again. He's never one to sit still, Shane. In fact, he's going round behind him. I'm going to stick on board with him. He is on the defense, but... Oh no, Jurd's killed himself.
What? How has he gone and done that? That is truly, truly outrageous. Now, though, it's on to Niall. Madcat and Tommey are left to do it everything. To do it everything, Alex. Yeah, I'm making up sentence structures. Either way, we're going to have to see if Psychosis can save the day. Niall, oh, he's got the drop on one. Could bring this into a 1v1, and he's going to do just that. The bomb is down. Oh, he's caught a glimpse of another one. That was so close to being beautiful, but now he knows that time is on his side. He just has to play the waiting game. Kinetic Armor pop, but that's not going to favor him in this exchange. Just so distant, and just the head surely must be visible. The flash comes in. Time, though. The defuse, surely. He must get away. No, he's just walking away. The defuse. Oh, I'm so...
It's the plan. Yeah, it's the plan. Never mind. However, Madcat used the Kinetic Armor. One thing that I would say is, I don't know why he wasn't lying down. Niall obviously opted to back away, but with about 0.4 seconds left on the clock, he manages to plant the bomb.
Why does this seem to elude me so much? Search and Destroy is my game type, man. It's just, I'm blaming the UI. It just makes no sense to me, as the colors don't swap. Anyway, complaints aside, 4-3, and that's completely thrown me into a spin.
Don't worry about it. 4-3, though. 4 rounds back-to-back for Millenium. That's the key thing to look out for here. They seem to have found their feet. They lost 3 back-to-back to TCM. Now they've slowly got into it. Big thing for me was Jurd. You're on 12-3. Why did you just lightning strike? The thing is, he was the one to pick those positions. He put his lightning strike down, and then he just ran into it. Come on, Jurd. You're better than that. However, let's stick on board with TCM. They're on the attack. Niall has Psychosis. Let's see if anyone else... Okay, Shane nearly got the glitch. Zerg does have the Annihilator. Who is that crazy guy? It is Bran. He's getting in the faces of Millenium. 4-3, just over a minute on the clock.
Again, still rocking the Engineer, so he's still kind of sticking with that one, obviously feeling like he's finding some benefit with that one, as the EMPs are going to be exchanged, 2 for him, just checking them out towards that dining room. Not the most common sight to see, EMPs flooding in the dining room, but either way, we're going to be seeing then what Shane can do. Does have glitch available, he's again being that aggressor, even while his team goes on the assault. Actually, the bomb's going to be going down completely uncontested. We're going to have a full 4v4 with the bomb down. 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, this is where things can go from very quiet to absolute craziness. But Shane is amongst 3 enemy players. He literally loves it. He thrives off this kind of movement that he can get into. But Jurd's picking up another kill. Forget about his lightning strike. It is all about the kills and his VMP. 25 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, he's going to catch one with a back turned. It was Swanny now down. And now with 18 seconds left, time is against them. And TCM going to have to try and turn this one around. Just Shane remains.
Yeah, Jurd and Madcat combining, turning this from a 2v3 into a 2v1 in their favor. Only Shane can stop them. He's going to come into play, gets the one diffused, and that's going to be enough, because on the clock, he's not going to have enough time to defuse. Shane, fantastic play from him. Only 4 and 8, not having the best of games, but a very, very crucial kill.
Yeah, and Jurd, of course, getting out of dodge from that bomb. He's just 50 points away from his streak, and so wants to play for that one. 4-4, though, as this one is going to be staying neck and neck. What a crucial frag. The digits were being punched in, but Shane did enough with that VMP. That's going to be a much-needed round for the boys.
Yeah, and it was just kind of a bit of COD timing. You saw that teammate was almost backing him up, and he just looked the wrong direction at the wrong time. Now, I can't look past those 15 kills from Jurd. Yes, you've made a mistake, but we love you. We forgive you. And,
he's angry, look. He's beating up that rock. He's really not happy.
He's passing the time until he is allowed to use his dart for sure. And he's going to pop it out in 3, 2, 1, now.
Oh, Momo, look at you. Let's see then where his start's going to be going. It's time to see what pilot Jurd's got in store for us or not.
I've got to stay on board with him, surely. We'd love to see this pilot.
There you go.
Are the Irish any good at flying drones?
Do you know what you need to remember is that those trees, you touch one leaf on those trees and you explode. It is a real kind of tough one, especially on Stronghold, to actually get that dart maneuvered correctly. He went up in the air initially just to kind of evade all eyes. And this is actually giving him a lot of scouting, but you can see that he's managed to see absolutely nothing.
Everyone's running away. They're all hiding inside. I love it.
38 seconds, and this dart's going to do very little. He realizes he's got no time. Straight into the roof, and little found with that score streak. Baum, though, is going to be going down. I mean, you have to admit that just the dart's presence alone influenced TCM's positioning.
What he's basically used that as is almost like a controlled UAV. Yeah, because he's basically said, look, guys, B's clear, no one's there. Tommy's gone in, got the plant, and only Bran is left. Can he do it? Picked up Swanny, 1v3.
Yeah, no time, though, really. I mean, 27 seconds to find 3. The math just doesn't add up. He's going to have to try and do his very best, though, coming into the site. He does just have to get the defuse. They have planted for Hut, and that's going to be the problem. If he can maybe get some sort of sneaky lineup and just go for it. But no, Madcat finds his head. We need to see that one again in slow-mo. Fortunately, we will, to find just how easily that frag came for Madcat.
Yeah, it looked like he was hidden behind the bomb, but Madcat, if there's one player to find him, he's the man. Oh, and there he does. He just... Oh, right through the bomb.
Wow.
Well, I'm not going to question that one, but it goes in favor of Millenium. We see them take it 5-4. Will TCM level it up, push it to a round number 11? We all love to see it. We'll jump on board with them. Let's stay. Shane has Glitch, the Annihilator's available, and Psycho's in. We're going to see it this round.
This is going to be a huge round. I mean, DCM don't use all the weapons in their arsenal. That's going to be a problem. We'll find out now, though. 1 minute 18 still on the clock. It feels like that time just go down so damn quickly, and we're going to be seeing the Psychosis using. He's having none of that. What would they do if it was actually Swanny?
That's what I was laughing at. I was thinking this. Imagine Swanny just baited them like, they'll never think I'm running in the middle here.
They'll never expect it. And he throws out his as well. Niall's going to come around the corner. That will, of course, reveal Swanny's location in that corner. You heard that kill get exchanged onto the clone, and now on the offense you can see the boys from TCM starting to calm their nerves and realize that if they get that bomb down with all 4 players still standing, they're in with a good shot. Here it is, Shane then going to be the one to get that bomb down. He is that bomb carrier. He's been doing this time and time again. Now it's the game of survival.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see this glitch come into play. I really don't. There, it's just, that's it.
Oh, that could have been beautiful. He could have surprised Jurd on the bomb instead, though. He does go down. Bran finally did trade that one out, and now TCM, it's not really going to be too easy for them, especially now the frag has been exchanged. Tommey finds that, and now Millenium, this could be the 6-4 thereafter. It all falls to Zerg, and Zerg, yes, he has the Annihilate, he finds one, surely not the second. Swanny, no, whistles past his ear, and we have ourselves 6-4. Millenium find the next round necessary. 6-4, and that's going into our 3rd uplink game.
Yeah, and what I must say about that is that Annihilator, if he made that second shot on Swanny, I mean, we're going to see it here in the replay. If he made that shot, I think he would have been able to jump up and kill Madcat because, of course, he still had loads of bullets in the chamber there, and it was one-shot kill. He could have pulled off a magical 1 versus 3. I mean, is there anything standing out on that leaderboard to you, Machine?
I mean, I guess the one player who actually got more than 10 frags. We'll say that, I guess.
Nearly hitting 20.
Nearly hitting 20, yeah.
Imagine if he didn't lightning strike him.
Because it's a game mode that definitely can no longer be controlled by just one individual, less so than your hard point, than your search and destroy. Now, though, it is time for the ban and protects to go into Fringe uplink. We're going to be seeing an initial one from Madcat. It's going to be Millenium who struggle. And then we're going to be seeing the M8 quickly decided to take a bit of a, I was going to say a front seat because it has been protected, and I keep getting surprised when I see that green so early on.
Yeah, M8 has been protected. Again, it's been protected by TCM. I think Shane protected it on the last one. They must be confident going in and, you know, giving Millenium what they want. They must think, you know, whatever you can do, we can do it just as well. But overdrive taken away, no surprise there on uplink. Active camo, no surprise. Jurd doesn't want anyone sneaking up behind him. But the concussion and rapid fire, and flashbang's been protected there. That's a first for sure.
That is most definitely a first. Shane kind of throwing a spanner into the works, potentially. High Caliber was the last ban. And before we go on into the specialist draft, but flashbang. So start to piece this one together. The way a flashbang affects you, it completely whites out your screen for a short period of time. And so, I mean, I guess that's going to be used as a kind of way to nullify the bodyguards sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, Shane is always that objective player. He'll be the one with the drone. So maybe when he has that drone, he can't use a weapon. He'll just throw a few flashbangs into the enemy base. Hopefully it'll clear it out. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure he has that all planned out in his head. Obviously, the Bamboozler himself. But running through the specialists here, and Millenium and their roster themselves. Madcat, Jurd, Swanny, and Tommey. I'm sure you're very familiar with these. Tommey opting for the Annihilator, Swanny with the Scythe, Jurd with the Kinetic Armor, and Madcat with the Tempest. I will say, through this league, you're going to see Madcat, Swanny, and Tommey using those all the time. They're like the Slayers. That's their preferred one. They've almost labeled it their own.
They've got their mum to print them out a little sticker, the name tag.
Annihilator is mine.
Yeah, that's it. Get that one on
Do
there.
not take.
No surprises to see that on the Millenium side of things. On the TCM boys, though, we have Bran on the Annihilator, going to be trying to stick it to Tommey and give him a lesson, a masterclass in the Seraph Specialist. Now then Zerg, bringing in the Scythe. Niall's rocking Kinetic Armor, and we're going to be seeing Heatwave, the first of its kind. For Shane. No response, though, from the guys of Millenium. They have not picked it up, and yet Heatwave does always seem to be one of the most highly contested when it comes to uplink. Yeah,
sometimes banned. You know, sometimes kind of people don't want it to be used. But for me, it's one that is kind of very, very useful. We've seen it used time and time again just for sliding in, stunning your opponent. I like it, but I've got to say, when you're running the drone, if I had to have one in my back pocket right now, it'd be Kinetic Armor. Because we see so many times you run in, put your Kinetic Armor on, you make the play, but you can then try and pick up a kill. As soon as you've made that drone play, you get your weapon out, and you can try and make even more of a kind of scenario, should I say, for the opposing team and just kind of kill them all.
Well, and the other beauty of Kinetic Armor is, you know, you get additional armor anyway when you pick up the drone, throw on Kinetic Armor, and you actually can go for these kind of what feels like suicidal runs where you do just kind of laugh in the face of 2 or 3 opponents and just sprint for that 2-pointer.
That's so true. Yeah, it's a really, really good point that you've made there. I mean, the Kinetic Armor is one. I mean, yes, you're hitting them in the head, but if you hit them in the head, they also have that drone, obviously, armor as well.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing then how this one does go down. Score streaks for Uplink. We've seen some crazy, crazy appearances on Uplink in this one, in the previous iterations. We're going to be seeing if we can see something quite madness here. We was, of course, Infection we played yesterday. Now it's going to be played out on Fringe as we're loading into this one. It's going to be our third in a best of 5 series. Our third game of the day. 5 is the total for this one. So 2 more games coming to you after this one, as every single team within the Call of Duty World League plays every day of the play days.
Yep, Fringe. Uplink, though. Score limit unlimited. No cap on that. 5 minutes on the clock. Respawn delay 5 seconds. So, obviously, try and stay alive. Do not die. I'm stating the obvious, as I usually do. But we're going to see, and just for you guys maybe who haven't seen Fringe Uplink before, 1 drone in the middle of the map. 2 portals, if you like. You can say goals, anything you like, but they're portals in each base. You basically got to pick up the drone, either throw it in or run it in. Very, very simple. You will be able to see in this game coming up. Let's jump on board with Jurd. He's just dropped 17 kills. Can he drop even more in the uplink?
Well, we're about to find out then. Jurd, yeah, indeed, has been a kind of standout player for all of us, and we're going to be seeing a nice little bit of movement there. G-sliding out that window. Niall and Zergs first drawing that first blood. Millenium then down to 2, and of course those respawn times about 5 seconds for them then before we see them once again as the 2 responses from Millenium. Nice and back and forth so far in terms of fragging, but Tommey has gone and grabbed himself the drone. Yeah, he's grabbed himself the drone, but he had Swanny, the bodyguard, behind him, picked up a really important frag, and he is going through. He's got to make the 2-point play here. Has Jurd waiting there, but interestingly enough, I'm going to flick over to whoever player this is. It is Swanny waiting for the reset, almost on the relay. He could be going for a 2-pointer again here. Jurd's actually in a good position to lock them out of their spawn. He gets the frag onto Zerg. That 1 frag has secured another 2 points, and this is the most fast-paced we have seen in Uplink in a while. Yeah, and it's all down to Jurd. He's 5-0 right now. He's not made any plays himself, but he's turned from an objective beast to a slaying machine. He gets taken down, though. This could be the breaking point that TCM need.
as they continue their rampage. Madcat falls as well.
Yeah, you saw Madcat caught with a flashbang in his hand there. He's trying to make the most of that protect. Just a reminder that that was indeed kind of kept in the running thanks to TCM. It was Shane who made that choice to try and keep the flashbang in this game. We'll be seeing if that plays a part and a role in this game a little later. That's 3 for Tommey as he finds him surely going to go down. Now this should not be a 4th as he's going to go ahead and be eliminated by Shane. The Cuda this time being wielded by him.
Yeah, Drone's still in the middle, though, even though TCM have this kind of upper hand at the moment. You know, Millenium is still in control. Madcat's actually the one to pick out the drone, looking like he's going through the junkyard. Let's see if he progresses any further, as he does. Swanny picking some important frags. For me now, it's all about, who is it? It's Jurd alongside him. Can he make these important kills? No, he can't. Madcat's going to have to run away. He's actually thrown that drone well away.
Indeed, he has sneaky. 3 minutes left, and I like this positioning from Madcat. He's only going to get the one, though, before being taken down. Shane, a little too quick on the trigger, but it's Zerg's run that we're interested in, and we're going to see if he can do too much more with this one. I think he's changed his mind. He realizes that that was a corner he could not push, but instead removes the drone from his control, picks up the frag, and now he has an opportunity to go for it once again. There's a player just around that corner. I think he's well aware of it, though, pre-aiming both the corners. Oh, no, he's been caught off guard. It's Jurd and Madcat combining to pick up another set of frags.
Yeah, Jurd 7 and 3 at the moment. Does have those 2 plays to his name. Gets taken down, though. Bran shuts him down. Only Swanny to survive. I want to jump on board with Niall. He's got the drone. Is he going to go for a 2-pointer? Looks like a 1, but it looks good, and it is. It's 4-1 now in favor of the boys from Millenium. But TCM not going down without a fight.
They really needed that as well. Seeing that 0 we went towards the end of the first half would have been demoralizing. There's no doubt about it. Bran and Niall, the 2 left kicking, and Niall has taken them all down. Jurd has fallen as well. Finally does go down on trains. Didn't stop him getting his specialist, though. Now 120 seconds for TCM to make an impact in this first half, and I think picking up the drone is a step in the right direction. Is he trying to get a pass? There, his teammates are towards train. He did try and release it, but I think it just encountered that truck and caused a little bit of a problem. The frag came in, of course, as well. Finally, TCM are going to have a try and make a play for this one. It could be Shane. He does remove the drone, throws it into his opponent's hands. Beautiful. Jurd could not deal with that one. And we're going to be seeing another one come in for Shane as well. Oh,
Shane's just gone on a rampage. He's thrown the drone, killed 2, picked it back up. Not going to get past Swanny, though. The absolute turret of a team. Drone, though, still in limbo. No one's picked it up just yet. I'm trying to get on board with it. Who is it? It's Jurd. He'll be trying to run away. And he is done. He used his kinetic armor to do so. Jurd likes to get angry and just hit walls. I don't know why, but...
I think it's a confidence thing, totally, you know? Always baiting them with sound, maybe. They're going to be like, what on earth is that? Start turning around behind them. You never know. Either way.
Oh, he's nearly taken out his teammate with that hit, but he's going to push through into this junkyard with the teammates supporting him. Who is it who's going to be able to stop them? It's going to be no one as Bran, Niall, and Shane fall. Can Jurd make the play now? Surely he does, and Tommey is going to make the
There is one man that spawned, though. You've got to be careful. If they get this frag, they were not quick enough. They did have the Annihilator available, but it just did not quite connect. Bran did take down Jurd, but not quick enough. 5-1, they're going to be the score, and hang on a second. Tommy's in a prime spot for that reset. He could very well pick up another 2 very quickly. Look at Swanny's position. He's completely locked them out of their own spawn, and that's another 2.
I like it. I mean, if Swanny, I'm just going to flick onto him now. He's as he gets taken down. He loves these power positions where he's covered his body, he's got the M8. People would argue he's probably like the best M8 shot here in Europe. But
woof. That one-pointer.
That was incredible. Who was that?
That was so quick. That was like, there was almost 4 seconds between him picking up the drone and getting that 1 point.
Yeah, it was probably Jurd. I'm only guessing. I probably was wrong. However, let's see who's picked up the drone this time. It is Bran. He's 11-11, gets taken down by none other than Jurd. Had a fantastic game so far as I jump on board with him. He died. Only Tommey left alive. We see him. Has those streaks available. Gets taken down. Will there be a last-ditch play from Zerg?
I think he's going to try and save those streaks for a rainy day. 1 second left. It's going to be traveling, and he did manage to find it quite literally. A last-second play, and the drone was in the air. It was a buzzer beater. A buzzer beater?
That's what
it's called, I think.
It's
I believe.
Buzzer something.
I believe. You know, we're not really kind of down with the kids in the basketball lingo, but there we go. We're going to be seeing then a pretty solid start from Millenium, looking to pick this one up 3-0, 8-2, but TCM trying to keep them honest with those 2 points.
Absolutely. Now, going into round number 2, I'm going to jump on board with Niall. He's got 15 kills to his name at the moment. Got the MR6, in his back pocket with this M8. Trying to take down Swanny against that white car. It's a nightmare to kill them behind. EMP goes out. Drone hasn't moved just yet. Sure, he'll be communicating about the gentleman behind the white car. Both fists fly. Turning into a different sport here. But no, he gets taken down by Jurd. Shane on your screen, though. I love it when the melees come in.
Yeah, and I love that it's not a one-shot kill anymore. We're going to be seeing that kind of the beauty of the bash then bullet. And now, though, 4 minutes 25, and I am still worried about this drone. It's kind of still loose in middle, and it could pose a real threat to TCM's defense. You can see them now kind of just trying to get it out of dodge. You can see that's exactly what Bran's going to do, because that was too close for the one-pointer, taking it away from Millenium. So as are they going to be taking away life. Madcat goes down. Nice headshot from Bran. And they need to start making plays happen now. I'm starting to get worried. I started to get on the edge of my seat because I realized, you know, you started to do the maths for them, working out how many 2-pointers they need to do. I'm starting to crunch the numbers, and already TCM, they need to start showing signs of an offense.
Yeah, and at the moment, Millenium just looked like they've gone a little bit defensive for now, as the drone is played closer to their base, just next to that white truck. Will TCM be able to get a few points on the board? They've already made 2 one-point plays. Can they extend this? As Millenium get a few kills back-to-back. Who is it? None other than Tommey with that drone. He has the score streaks available still to his name, but his teammate's going to get taken down. Releases the drone. Not quick enough, though, as Shane shuts him down too.
Yeah, good kind of flurry of frags for them. We'll see how much they can do with it, though. Niall has it. For how long is a different question. He is towards trains. He's being hunted like a wild animal. Here's going to be one nice hit onto Madcat. That's that one shot we were talking about. Because it looks like he's lost his armor already, which could be posing a bit of a problem. That H6D does dispatch of him, and the drone is once again loose. His teammate tries to scoop it up, but Bran meets a similar fate.
Yeah, Zerg, only one left alive, trying to keep that drone in the enemy base. Picks up one. Madcat manages to shut him down, but dies from the fall damage. So does get taken down himself. Drone reset, 3 minutes left on the clock. 8-2 is the score. Heatwave unlocked for Shane. Okay, I think it's just one went under him there. No, he does get taken down again. Millenium looking strong. Drone is in the hands of Jurd. Let's jump on board with him. 20 kills to his name. Does he make the one-point play? Yes, he does. 2 minutes 40 left on the clock as Millenium extend their lead.
Oh, that's going to be so daunting as well, managing to scoop that up and get that 1 point. There's so many different players that I've seen with so many different lineups for that same kind of run. We saw Toho from the Spanish do a bit of a kind of wall run variation, and now we do see the HXD released by Jurd, and he's just going to get completely neutralized there. Now 11.
Oh, they've just made another 2-point play.
They must have just walked that one in, and at this point, I think it's just salt into the wound. I think they realize that this could very well be over for TCM. They struggled for a splice, and they've kind of tripped and stumbled once again, this time up against Millenium.
Who is that? Bran has managed to dodge so many bullets from Swanny. Drone will be reset as the plays come in, but look at that kill feed. Mainly dominated by Red, by Millenium. 11-2. The clock is ticking, and you've got to be thinking TCM need to do something pretty much right now to get back in it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, this is it. This is their kind of last ditch. They've got about 30 seconds to get that 2-pointer to start the ball rolling. Quite literally, I guess, in uplink. They need to get moving, though, and I think we are going to be seeing an attempt. Here we go. Niall, you need to get these 2 points. You need to get them now. I've doubted you. I've completely written you out of this one. Prove me wrong. That looks like a good 1-pointer. It most definitely will not be, as it does just kind of glisten past the uplink, and instead Madcat's just like having none of that. Throws out for the reset, and of course returns back to middle. Shane's about to have a go there.
Yeah, Tommey in a prime position to take him down. Zerg falls, so does Shane. Does the 1-point play go in? No, it doesn't. Once again, the only thing that I can see the player doing is resetting it. Jurd, no, he's too busy bashing. Oh, he really is angry. Look at him.
He's really just venting his frustration at this point, as I think he's actually considering going for another one, trying to make that number even bigger. It does look like Shane's going to be causing havoc, though, with that Kudo. He's getting hunted on either direction. He's just going to go for a kind of desperation throw, see if there's any kind of teammates lingering around to pick that one up, but unfortunately not. TCM going to either scoop that one up or play it for the reset. Yeah,
Jurd was just getting rid of that drone. I don't think he was aiming for a particular target, but great play from him as the Millenium boys look very, very strong in this game. Obviously, the Search and Destroy was a little bit closer, and the hardpoint too, but maybe finding their feet here in the Call of Duty World League with this victory. 30 seconds left, though. Hate to write teams out, but Swanny picking up 2 kills. He's going to pick up... No, he's not. He's going for the kills.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he going for another run? Jurd is, though, and Swanny is still hunting. This is the lineup we were talking about from Toho. That looks like another good one as well, and this is it. Practice makes perfect, friends, in this prime example right here with Millenium.
Yeah, Madcat's going to finish this one off. I'm going to stay on board with him. 18-20. Only player to go negative on his teammates. You know, really surprising to see that. But when you've got the likes of Tommey, Jurd, and Swanny stealing all the kills from you, you've just got to do the rest. Madcat, can he go neutral? This is the big question. Yes, he can. 20-20.
Congratulations to Madcat, and congratulations to Millenium. As 12-2 the final score. We do have another victor. Millenium managed to get their first win on the board in the Call of Duty World League. A much-needed one. They could not afford to concede a loss, especially against the new roster of TCM.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, yes, it was quite close, but we have to say it how it is. It's a 3-0 victory. Yeah. Obviously, they come into place. You don't want to be dropping maps, let alone series. So 1-1. They're going to be the only team, apart from Splice at the moment, who have both won and lost.
Yeah, so that's going to put them kind of middle of the pack. We're going to be seeing now more and more of the standings change and start to establish themselves. You can see how they have been affected now. Two teams, excuse me, at the top of that one. It's going to be Excel and Epsilon, the double E's. As underneath that one, you're going to start to see that middle of the pack. It's Splice and Millenium currently, as you've already highlighted.
Yeah, Infused and Vitality, though, alongside LDLC and Pulse, yet to play 2 games. They will be our last 4 teams of the